Innovations.com, and by Perkins Restaurant and Bakery in Duluth, Cloquet, and Superior near the UWS campus, a longtime supporter of Yellow Jacket Athletics.
Keep playing ads. There we go.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, no problem. If that's all we have to deal with, I'm going to be perfectly fine with everything.
Yellow Jacket
I agree.
91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Northwest Outlet, family owned and operated for more than 60 years, offering sporting goods, footwear, and clothing. 1814 Belknap in Superior and at northwestoutlet.com. By Super One Foods with stores throughout Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And by Ken Mertz and Mertz Rookie Insurance, an agency with more than 35 years of experience offering personal and commercial insurance. 866-378-4936 and online at mertzrookieinsurance.com.
Music with more.
I take personally some heart when I'm at a concert and there's a symphony, and at the end of the first movement you hear applause. That, to me, is a good thing because it means these are people who are fairly new to the genre. But, you know, if it's that exciting, it's a great thing.
Join Norman Gilliland for The Midday, weekdays on WPR Music.
Yellow Jacket Athletics and UW Superior will be hosting a ribbon cutting to celebrate the grand opening of Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium on the UW Superior campus. Ribbon cutting will be Friday, October 11th at 4:30 p.m., and the first games played at the stadium October 12th when the Yellow Jacket men's and women's soccer teams host Minnesota Morris at 1 and 3:30 p.m. Join us for these historic events on the UW Superior campus right here on 91.3 KUWS. Sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Arrowhead Printing, a woman-owned union shop providing printing from small-scale paper printing to large-format billboards for over 85 years. Online at arrowheadprinting.com. Enjoying this special sports broadcast? We are so glad you are joining us here on 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior. Broadcasts of Yellow Jacket Sports on
All right, they're starting the
KUWS
anthem
Radio
right now.
are made
It should be
possible
another
in
about
part
2
by
minutes or so.
Synovus Energy and the Superior Refinery.
Sounds good.
Available online at synovus.com.
Music
Or at least
with more.
I am personally honored to
putting
be
the
able
flag
to
up.
shepherd so many different types of music
Gotcha. I got a lot of stuff lined up. So
Okay, yeah.
to be able
There's a lot
to
happening
meet the
right now
music
because it's the
where
first of the stadium,
they
so they're
are
putting up
at,
the flag for the
to
first
help them
time.
grow their ears through
We've
the
got a
historic.
helicopter
Yeah, I'm sure.
filming stuff over the top.
Yeah. Big ceremony here.
Yep, exactly.
music.
Join Dr. Jonathan Overby on the road to higher ground, Saturdays
So when
on
they finally
WPR
start singing,
Music.
'cause the
Yellow
choir
Jacket
from
Athletics and
UWS is going to
UW
sing the anthem
Superior
here in a
will
second.
be hosting a ribbon cutting
let
to
you know.
celebrate the grand opening
Sounds good. Thank you.
stadium on the UW Superior campus. Ribbon cutting will be Friday, October 11th at 4:30 p.m., and the first games played at the stadium October 12th when the Yellow Jacket men's and women's soccer teams host Minnesota Morris at 1 and 3:30 p.m. Join us for these historic events on the UW Superior campus right here
Right,
on
they're singing now.
91.3 KUWS. Yellow Jackets
Good to know.
3 KUWS are made possible in part by Superior Helping Hands, providing supportive care services in the home, including housekeeping, laundry, and more. More information available from Tracy at 218-591-2657. Superior Helping Hands, lending a heart, not just a hand. By Max Sport and Marine, a marine and power sports and by
listened over the years. To hear, the more I want to know. And if a farmer's daughter from Walworth County can do that, anyone can do that.
10 more seconds.
All right, 10 seconds.
Join Lori Skelton for Afternoon Classics, weekday after UPR Music.
You are on.
Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. We are moments away from getting this inaugural contest here in the brand new digs underway here between the Yellow Jacket men's soccer team and Minnesota Morris here in UMAC Conference action. Very honored to bring the play-by-play of the first ever NCAA sanctioned event here at this brand new stadium. Sky's a little bit overcast here. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Expected to get maybe close to 60 degrees. There was a slight sprinkle of rain earlier on in the day, but all in all, not bad conditions considering it is mid-October. As the Yellow Jackets and the Cougars are taking the field, UWS in their team huddle right now wearing their white jerseys with the black and gold trim. They'll be going from left to right here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. In this opening 45 minutes, the Cougars of Minnesota Morris wearing maroon jerseys with vertical gold stripes and maroon numbers, which will make reading the numbers a little more difficult, but that's okay. Give you a chance to give the starting line for the Yellow Jackets. Sponsored by Superior Choice Credit Union. In goal, Alex Paredes getting the start, 6'1" senior from Mequon, Wisconsin. Starting alongside him, Aaron Sharton-Folkert, the 5'8" senior from Somerset, Wisconsin. Josh Bellamy, 5'11" senior from High Wycombe in England. Starting at defense, 6' senior from Reading, England, Harry Ambler. Starting at midfield, 6' senior from Belo Horizonte, Brazil, Felipe Oliveira. Starting on a defensive spot, a 6'4" senior from Waunakee, Wisconsin, Zach Tiemeyer. Starting at another defensive spot from Östersund in Sweden, 6'4", William Mindstrom. Starting at midfield, 5'7", junior from Exeter, England, and Alfie Hood. Starting at forward, 5'6", junior from Wendover, England, Freddie Watson. Starting at midfield, 5'9", junior from Surrey, England, Isaac Beckett. And rounding out the Yellow Jackets starting 11, Jake Kidd, the 5'11", junior from right here in Superior. As the two teams are now out there, that again, the Yellow Jackets starting lineup brought to you by Superior Choice Credit Union. The Yellow Jackets and the Cougars at midfield, getting ready to get this one underway. And a new era in Yellow Jacket men's soccer and women's soccer, as the women will be playing at 3:30 this afternoon. Officially underway now as the Cougars kick off. The opening kick sponsor of Barker's Island Inn in Superior, and we are underway. Again, thank you for joining us. Big day here on campus, the first ever official contest played here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, as the Cougars will send the ball deep into Yellow Jacket territory. And Zach Tiemeyer, I think, just sent the ball out of the stadium as he cleared that ball near side. So an emphatic start to this one as the Cougars will take the first throw of the game. Jacob Lee, the junior from New Prague, Minnesota, will throw in near sideline from my vantage point here. As the throw comes in. And UWS's Aaron Sharton-Folkert now will dribble it up the near side. It'll go out of play. Defensive work done there by Brett Barkowitz, freshman from Mao, Minnesota, for Minnesota Morris. And here's the throw coming in. Jackets, as I mentioned, won the first matchup between these two teams by a score of 6-0. UWS, by the way, very busy. They'll be on the road tomorrow to take on a top 10 team in Gustavus Adolphus down in St. Peter, Minnesota. That'll be a non-conference contest. The Gusties undefeated and ranked number 6 in the country. So it'll be a quick turnaround for UWS. They'll be back on this field, though, on Wednesday. Another broadcast we'll have for you on Yellow Jacket TV only when the Yellow Jackets take on Northwestern. Here's a ball through the middle, and here's an attempt right through the 6-yard area by Felipe Oliveira. Good cross coming in, by the way, with the left foot by Jake Kidd as he found some space on the left-hand side. Went toward the byline, crossed it across the face of goal, and Oliveira, with the first attempt of the game, went just wide. And Jackets nearly scoring in the first 2 minutes here. As Nick Eisensee will line up this goal kick now for Minnesota Morris. Eisensee making his 14th appearance, 1,100 minutes plus played so far this season, giving up 50 goals. Goals against average of 3.95. 93 saves for him, save percentage of .650, and a record of 2-11. And now we're going to have an offside against Minnesota Morris as they played it up the far side wing. Actually, they're going to say, I think it went out of play. So it'll be a throw here for UWS, far side of the field. Actually, they are going to whistle it on the offside. So William Mindstrom starts to play for the Jackets. And now he'll play it in the middle for Zach Tiemeyer. Tiemeyer for the Yellow Jackets finding Harry Ambler. Ambler bending ball on the angle over the top. Isensee off of his line. Missed the ball. Here's the shot attempt. And just missing it again is Oliveira, but it'll be a corner kick, the first of the contest. Isensee came way off of his line. Whiffed on the clearing attempt. Oliveira had a look at it. His shot deflected off of a Minnesota Morris defender about 20 yards out. And the Jackets have their first corner kick as going to the far side of the field is Oliveira, senior from Belo Horizonte in Brazil. And his bending ball in the middle, headed down by Kidd. In the middle, here's the shot attempt now coming in. That one taken by Ambler. And the save made by Isensee. He will hold on to it here and wait for his teammates to get forward. Artificial turf, the playing surface here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Brand new turf, of course. It's very spongy down there. I've had a chance to walk the field a few times. State of the art is the playing surface. As now Freddie Watson coming on an angle. Takes it toward the byline, try to cross it in, and that will deflect down. The Jackets will have another corner kick here. 3 minutes, 30 seconds into this opening half. And this time it looks like it'll be Isaac Beckett that'll jog over and take the corner kick, far side flag. Actually, it's going to be Alfie Hudd, my mistake. Hudd for the Yellow Jackets. He'll play it short now outside the 18. Josh Bellamy back for Hudd. Alfie Hudd now crossing across the 18. Sends it in, and Isensee will grab it, and he'll hold on to it here. Isensee now will roll it near side. Cooper Jones for Minnesota Morris. Ball toward the midfield stripe. Finds the foot of Azariah Zapeta. Jackets intercept, though, on their own end of the field. Now they'll start to build from the back. It's William Mindstrom. Zach Tiemeyer. Ball through the middle. Overshot Harry Ambler. Tracking back now is Hudd. And now Zach Tiemeyer angling ball far side, headed down into the middle. Andreas Garcia for Minnesota Morris, playing it near side. Jacob Lee now. Lee plays it right into the feet of Josh Bellamy. Sticks with it, gets the ball back. Now plays it for Garcia. His pass deflects into the air near the midfield stripe. Now it's Hudd for the Yellow Jackets, playing it off in space. Freddie Watson had vacated the area defensively. He's tracking the run of a Morris player up the far side of the field from my vantage point. And therefore the Cougars take possession now. This is Cade Simonson. And now a ball over the top. Comes in deep. Ambler for the Yellow Jackets. Turning on the right foot. Now he'll go back for Paredes. Alex Paredes. Impressive numbers for him on the season. Talk more about his stats in a moment here. Talked about in the pregame, 5 shutouts and counting for him solo-wise. The Yellow Jackets so far, 9 shutouts as a team. Paredes, his 11th game, 830 minutes or so played this season, giving up just 7 goals, as I mentioned. 33 saves, save percentage of 825, goals against of .76, and a record of 6-2-2. And now it's Freddie Watson. Ball toward the top of the 18. Jake Kidd will send it wide. Now it's Bellamy. Bellamy crossing back post, and it'll be headed out for another corner kick. That's 3 of them already for the Yellow Jackets. This one off the head of Brandon Patterson, the freshman from Midwest City, Oklahoma, for Minnesota Morris. And Oliveira now will take this one. Hood took the last one for the Yellow Jackets. Far side of the field. And Oliveira lining it up. Now he'll play it short. Tiemeyer checking back. Edge of the 18. Oliveira gets it back. Plays it, bending ball, back post. And just missing the sliding attempt there was Jake Kidd for the Yellow Jackets. Came in on the weak side. And we'll have a goal kick now taken by Isensee. Jackets have changed up their formation a couple times this year. You heard Coach Joe Mooney talking about that earlier on. Over 3-5-2 this season. Then in past years, Jackets typically have played a 4-3-3 formation. This year, though, like I said, they've changed it up just a little bit. Depends on the personnel, of course. As UWS off the goal kick now takes possession in their own end of the field. This is Zach Tiemeyer sending it over now for Will Mindstrom. Mindstrom for the Yellow Jackets on the left foot. Trying to play a ball through the middle for Beckett. That one knocked down by the Cougars defensively. Second ball picked up by Sharton Folkert, and the Jackets will start over, and now a ball to the outside. And too much on it for Josh Bellamy. It'll be a throw now for Minnesota Morris right near midfield. Jacob Lee will take it. And Lee's throw comes in now for Zapata. And the Jackets taking possession now as they send it all the way back for Alex Paredes. Paredes to the far side now, Freddie Watson. Harry Ambler. Switching it up now, Bellamy. Heavy touch there. Jacob Lee now on the counter, back to the direction. Takes it deep in the Yellow Jacket territory. Nice job by Beckett to shield him away from the ball. Beckett splitting a couple defenders, and now Isaac Beckett bending ball, forward. Here's Sharton Folkert. Cougars closing on him. Ball finds its way for Hud, and the Jackets now will set up again. Mindstrom for Zach Tiemeyer. Now it's Harry Ambler. Ambler for the Yellow Jackets. Outside now Bellamy. Almost a 4-5-1 look here for Minnesota Morris defensively, as on the far side it's Freddie Watson. Alfie Hud. Watson again. Jackets being patient here on the build-up. Harry Ambler. Ball over the top. Flag stays down. Josh Bellamy had a quick angle. Gets a shot across the face. A goal, and it will be cleared away. Nice ball over the top as Bellamy made his way into the 18. Crossed across the face of goal. And the Cougars concede another corner kick. Jackets piling up the corners here so far as Bellamy made that move in. Oliveira lining it up, far side flag. Bending ball. Eisenseed punches it out with both hands. Tiemeyer for the Yellow Jackets. Making the turn now. Oliveira back for Tiemeyer. Tiemeyer sending a ball forward in on goal, and a save is going to be made. Eisenseed holding on to it. And now he'll distribute near side. Jacob Lee now, the junior, as I mentioned, playing outside back here. Zapata came all the way back to pick that one. Now the Cougars will send him to the far side of the field for Brandon Patterson. Eisenseed. Now a ball over the top. Foot race now between Ambler and Minnesota Morris's Brett Barkowitz, and a nice defensive play there by Ambler to tackle that one out. It'll be a throw now for the Cougars. Zapata goes quickly. And this one will come in now, and Paredes casually makes a move to his right to scoop that one off of the end line. He'll hold it up here, wait for his teammates to get forward. Instead, actually, he'll roll it short. Thought he might go long with that one, decided to roll it for William Mindstrom, and now the Jackets will try to build from the back. Just over 10 minutes into this opening half. In fact, 11 minutes elapsed. No score as of yet, waiting for our first goal in the history of this brand new soccer stadium here in Superior. Tiemeyer for the Yellow Jackets goes all the way back into the 18 now. It's Alex Paredes. Paredes. Tiemeyer, far side of the field, Will Mindstrom. Play was started out as Freddie Watson got some space on the far side, crossed it into the middle. Oliveira made a step in toward the top of the 18, and he slid a ball past Eisenstein to the side netting on the left side, and the Yellow Jackets 33-25. That's the first goal in Superior Credit Union Stadium history. It goes to Felipe Oliveira, the senior from Belo Horizonte, and the Yellow Jackets lead it by the score of 1-0. Goal number 41 in conference play without giving up a single tally for the Yellow Jackets. Goal number 48 on the season for UWS. I think it might have been Freddie. So off the kickoff, the Cougars going to the far side. Here's Patterson. And we'll have a throw coming up here for UWS. Jackets out to a quick start here. So there's the official scoring on that one. 1-0 your score. Oliveira from Watson. 11 minutes. And 35 seconds into the opening half. Now here's Jake Kidd coming in. Kidd trying to bulldoze his way toward the goal, fending off a couple of players. And now we're going to have a whistle. Eisensee is down now on the edge of his own 6 as Kidd came in on the left side. Had a good look there. The now junior from Superior, Wisconsin, Kidd, who has 5 goals on the season. Scored 13 a year ago to lead UWS in goal scoring. Jackets have always been a balanced team offensively. This year they've really taken it to a whole new level. Nobody on the Yellow Jacket team has more than 6 goals. Talked about it in our pregame interview with Coach Joe Mooney, that being Kyle Massingham. And now here's a ball in the space. This could be dangerous. The Cougars now trying to come back in a nice defensive play. Tried to release it now on the far side. Coming in on that left wing was Tommy Ellis, senior from East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Got around Paredes, who came racing off of his line to make a play. Came outside the box, and then a nice job by Freddie Watson, like I said, hustling back to cut down any shot attempt. Because that could have been dangerous if the Jackets would have been caught on that one. But, it's a good hustle there by Watson coming back defensively. Freddie Watson getting the assist on the goal. For Watson, his 3rd assist of the campaign, and now he'll have a throw on the far side. Approaching the quarter-hour mark here of half number 1. Jackets leading at 1-0 on the goal by Oliveira. The first ever goal here scored in stadium history here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium goes to Felipe Oliveira. And the Jackets now off the throw-in their own end of the field, far side. Here's Will Mindstrom. He'll play it back into his own 18. Paredes coming forward now. T. Meyer to the outside. Josh Bellamy. Harry Ambler. He'll send an angling ball far side of the field. Here's Freddie Watson. Watson now for Oliveira. Trying a 1-2 combo, cleared away by the Cougars. And it'll go out of play. We'll have a quick throw here for the Yellow Jackets, Alfie Hudd. Mindstrom. Watson. Kidd now to the outside. Oliveira. Kidd. Now the crossing ball, and it's a goal! Kind of a strange angle. It's Freddie Watson on the goal, by the way. Actually thought he was going to cross that ball in, but he kind of floated over the top of Eisensee, who came in, cutting down the angle at his far side post, and Watson just floated over the top as he came into the 18. So Watson with a goal and assist in this one. This time it's Oliveira assisting Watson on the goal. So those two hooked up for both goals here in the opening half. 2 goals for the Yellow Jackets in 3 minutes and 16 seconds, and it's 2-0. Yellow Jackets in the lead. So 2 quick goals. Like I said, it was kind of a funny-looking play from my vantage point. It looked like it was more of a cross than anything else, but floated into the corner, backside for Freddie Watson, and it's 2-0. Yellow Jackets in the lead. So 4th goal of the season for Oliveira, 4th goal of the season for Watson, and the Jackets off and running here, leading it by a pair. Throw coming in from Bellamy. Now a turnover in Yellow Jacket territory. Here's a shot coming in and shot over the top. But that was dangerous right there. We're getting the announcement on the Yellow Jacket goal, and turnover by UWS in the back line. Zach Tiemeyer, if a ball handling mistake there, came in and gave a really good look to Aaron Mackel, the leading scorer, by the way, freshman with 6 goals this season for Minnesota Morris. The Jackets have to clean things up a little bit. They've had a couple of breakdowns defensively back there, but sent his shot well over the bar and wide of Alex Paredes' goal. Remains 2-0, but that could have been dangerous right there. But again, the goals, Oliveira and Watson. Now here's Jake Kidd. Kidd coming in at an angle. Jake Kidd on the right foot. He'll get a shot away. Laying there on the rebound. Here's the shot attempt follow-up as it was knocked away by Patterson defensively. By Oliveira. That one cleared near side. Now Sharton Folkert. Bellamy into the middle, looking for Kidd. Still in the 18-yard area for Minnesota Morris, and finally they'll clear it away up the near side. And we'll have a throw now coming up for UWS. So both teams creating chances here in the last couple minutes. Yellow Jackets right now with a pair of goals there thus far to lead it 2-0. Now another turnover as Paredes' ball up the middle was intercepted. Alfie Huddo able to run it down, and now he'll dispossess Morris on that far side. Now Watson will come all the way back and play it for Mindstrom in the middle. Tiemeyer. To the outside now, Josh Bellamy. Bending ball forward. Here's Sharton Folkert for UWS. Now he'll come central. Aaron Sharton Folkert. Plays it to the outside. Now here's Beckett. Sharp angle cross, and he'll float over the top of everything, and it'll be a goal kick here coming up. Plenty of action here so far. Grand opening of Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium going pretty well for UWS so far. A pair of goals. Stick around at halftime. We'll have our halftime programming. I swear I can get it out. Sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. We'll have our first half summary. Look at the first half stats. We'll also have a quick update on Yellow Jacket Athletics. A lot of teams in action this weekend. This is the hot headline for Yellow Jacket Athletics on the weekend, of course. This grand opening of a stadium that has been in the works for 7-8 years. All that coming to fruition and culmination here today. The stadium still has some work to be done on it, but ready for game action. And so far so good, as I mentioned, for UWS, as they lead this game by the score of 2-0 on the strength of goals from Felipe Oliveira and Freddie Watson. 49 goals now for the Jackets, one away from the half-century mark for 2024. As Will Mindstrom now on the left foot, sending the ball forward. Sharton Folkert now. Zach Tiemeyer. Edge of the box now in Morris territory. Josh Bellamy bending ball over the top. Overshot Jake Kidd. And it'll go out for a goal kick here for Eisensee. Shots so far 9-1 in favor of the Yellow Jackets, including 7 shots on goal and 4 corner kicks already. UWS came in averaging about 23 shots per game. Now here off the goal kick, it's Kidd, top of the 18. Jake Kidd will get a shot away. That deflects off the defensive player. That would be Cade Simonson, who got a piece of it for the Cougars. And we'll have a throw now deep in Minnesota Morris territory. Tiemeyer will take it. Mindstrom's going to join the fray in the 18-yard area, as will Felipe Oliveira. And here's the throw from Tiemeyer. Bounces through, cleared over the end line. I think it's going to be another corner kick here, the 5th of the game for the Yellow Jackets. Harry Ambler's going to come into the 18 on the far side. Laying up the corner kick now will be Oliveira. Goal and assist each for Felipe Oliveira and Freddie Watson thus far. High arcing ball, back post. Flag goes up. And I think they're going to call an offside on UWS here. Free kick here coming up for the Cougars. Jackets will next be at home here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium on Wednesday, taking on Northwestern. That'll be a 4:30 p.m. opening kick, 4:15 the pregame. That'll be Yellow Jacket TV broadcast only. Next real broadcast will come up a week from today against Bethany Lutheran, who's become quite a rival for the Yellow Jackets over the years. 1 p.m. the opening kick of that one, 12:45 the pregame. That'll be on both 91.3 FM KUWS and Yellow Jacket TV. As off the goal kick, ball to the far side of the field. And the Cougars now crossing in the Yellow Jacket 18, cleared away by T-Meyer. Bellamy now in his own territory will send it to the far side of the pitch for Freddie Watson. Watson with about 20, 30 yards of space comes across the midfield stripe. Hud. Now Aaron Charton-Fulkert playing it on. Sharp angle now Oliveira. Trying to cross it into the 6, and Eisensee will go down and grab that one. And he'll hold on to it here. Rolls the far side for Patterson. Patterson toward midfield. Sends the ball into the 18. And now Paredes for the Yellow Jackets will scoop it up toward the top of his 18, and he'll roll it now near side. Here's T-Meyer. Oliveira into the middle. Charton-Fulkert for the Yellow Jackets. On the right foot. Now Beckett. Bellamy back for Beckett, broken up defensively. Defensive play was made by Jacob Lee, and now Minnesota Morris will send it back in the Yellow Jacket territory, while T-Meyer will run it down and send it all the way back for Paredes. More than halfway through this opening 45 minutes, Yellow Jackets 2, Minnesota Morris nothing. As this ball now deflects, and we're going to have a whistle, and we're going to have a stop to the clock here as Andreas Garcia, the sophomore from Buffalo, Minnesota, goes down. 21:55 remaining in the opening half. Shots 9-1, as I mentioned. 7 shots on goal for UWS. And the Jackets, as has become customary under head coach Joe Mooney, about to make about a 7 or 8 player swap here. Meanwhile, our athletic trainer and Yellow Jacket soccer alumnus, Ben Casper, will come out and tend to Garcia. Like I said, the Jackets will be on a bus to St. Peter tomorrow morning, taking on Gustavus. I think that wraps up the non-conference portion of the season for UWS. I'd have to go back and make sure of that. But Garcia is up now, and he is heavily favoring his right leg. And I don't know if we'll see him again. I mean, he can barely put any weight on it at all. I mean, long, slow walk, I think, across the field here for Garcia. It's a pat on the back from Isaac Beckett. Good sportsmanship there by the Yellow Jacket midfielder Beckett. And like I said, making his way very slowly to the far side is Garcia. This is probably about as good a defensive season as UWS has had in a while. Jackets last year gave up 20 goals on the season, scored 75. And I can't remember the last time the Jackets have played 12 games, only given up 7 goals. UWS has altered their formation a few times this season. And now Garcia walking a little bit better on that right leg now, so maybe he will come back in. But boy, it was looking pretty tough there for our Garcia for a few moments. In the meantime, after the restart, T-Meyer will send it to the far side of the field. Kidd rising up for it. Patterson got there first. Now ranging over is Cade Simonson, and he'll play it out. For Yellow Jacket throw, and now UWS will make that switch of players here. By the way, if you can't get enough of the Yellow Jackets, tune into Eye of the Swarm, the official podcast of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Join John Garver and me throughout the year as we sit down with Yellow Jacket student athletes, coaches, and other guests. Eye of the Swarm is available on Yellow Jacket TV on UWS, yellowjackets.com/podcast, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. As we come out of the substitution, here's the throw coming in now. Orlando Fertelman now will send it wide. It's Adam Caffel for the Yellow Jackets taking it wide. And that one will be tackled out. We'll have a corner kick far side. Well, that far side flag is going to get worn out here the way this is going as Kyle Massingham, the Yellow Jackets' leading scorer on the season, as I mentioned, is in for the first time. He'll take the corner kick. UWS right now with 6 players in and around the box, including Fertelman, who is standing out on top. Now here's Massingham's ball. Short hopped and cleared out. Fertelman sends it back outside for Massingham. Massingham now in the middle. Joel Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Rowan Wagner also in for the first time, as is Ben Lyman. Now it's Phil Erickson for the Yellow Jackets. Erickson in the middle. Stepping through now. This is Ethan Barker back outside. Erickson for Joel Thomas. And the Welshman sends it into the middle of the 18. Brought down. Now turning. Fertelman dancing through a couple of players. Fertelman still on the ball. Now the Yellow Jackets, a couple of the Yellow Jackets collide. Erickson and Fertelman ran headlong into each other, both back up. A little bit too tight a space there. And the two Yellow Jackets collided pretty hard in the 18. Thankfully, they're both all right. Now Wagner. And he'll send it over the top, and that'll be grabbed on a hop there by Eisensee. He'll hold on to it here. Under 20 minutes remaining in the opening half. Jackets with 2 goals thus far, as here's a bending ball now coming into UWS territory, but Lyman will run it down. He'll clear it out. And we'll have a throw here coming up for the Cougars. It looks like Fertelman might have taken a low blow on that collision with his teammate, Philip Erickson. In the meantime, Fertelman able to shake it off for now while they play it near side. Now on the far side, it's Caffel for the Yellow Jackets. They'll switch it now for Wagner. Rowan Wagner for the Yellow Jackets on the right foot. Joel Thomas. Thomas now. Barker for the Yellow Jackets. Barker, who has 3 goals on the season, all of them coming in 1 game. And now a ball to the far side, gets through Caffel, and over the sideline. We'll have a throw here coming up for the Cougars, far side. And this one will be volleyed into the Minnesota Morris bench. We'll have another toss here coming up. Here's the throw. Came in for Bartkowitz. Now it finds its way back to the feet of Rowan Wagner for UWS. Massingham's ball through the middle. That one picked off. Shannon Piseth, who just came in a minute ago, plays it near side now. Azariah Zapeta gets dispossessed for Minnesota Morris, and now it's Barker. Ethan Barker to the far side of the field. And it'll be cleared in the Yellow Jacket bench this time by Patterson, far side. It'll be a throw quickly taken by Adam Caffel. Karsten Kleddy in for UWS as well. Finds Ben Lyman. Now they'll switch it. Rowan Wagner on the right side. Switches the field back for Kleddy. Senior from White Bear Lake, Minnesota, now back for Wagner. Wagner coming forward now for UWS. Had about 20 yards of space. Comes to the top of the 18. Sends it wide now. Too much on it. Joel Thomas couldn't quite run it down, and we'll have a throw here coming up for the Cougars. Have a throw coming up now. Zapeta will take it. Throw comes in and tackled out now by Fertelman. Off the throw now. Thomas popping it into the air. Flicked up in the air off the head of Simonson, and Eisensee off of his line will collect it and roll it outside now for Patterson. And we'll have a foul call here on Caffel, far side of the field. Just over a quarter hour remaining in the opening half. Again, stick around for halftime, sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. Well, our first half summary, look at the first half stats. We'll also catch you up on what else is going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics. All that coming up at halftime here, 15 minutes and 33 seconds from now. Been a good start for the Jackets. 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes. That's where we've been ever since. Felipe Oliveira, his 4th. Freddie Watson, his 4th. And each from each other. Oliveira from Watson, Watson from Oliveira. And now here's a bending ball coming up the middle. Cleddy now takes it for the Yellow Jackets. Got stuck near the top of the 18 in the sea of feet. Fertelman coming away with it now, and he'll send it near side. Here's Joel Thomas. Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Wagner on the overlap. Back for Joel Thomas. Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Trying to play it through the middle. That one broken up by the Cougars defensively. Now near the 18. Thomas takes it back. His shot attempt deflects all the way out. Off of Cougar player. Now Caffel. Left-footed ball in, and we'll have another corner kick. That was Burke Shepard who played that one out. Corner kick as Massingham will go over to the far side flag. Yellow Jackets, like I said, all their corner kicks are coming from that side. As Massingham lines this one up. Massingham bending ball. Short hops. Cleared away, but over the end line by Patterson. We'll do it again. Kind of a dipping ball from that far side flag from Massingham. 6 goals, 3 assists for the freshman from England. Now he plays it short. Fertelman. Massingham. In the middle. Ball's loose, and now turning and getting a shot away was Erickson, and he left it high. Really good look there for Philip Erickson. Shaking his head a little bit on that one. Just outside the 6, was right in the middle. And Eisensee now will line this one up. Nick Eisensee, long goal kick. Taken by Barker at the midfield stripe. Well, the Cougars take it back, bending ball near side. Jackets now with Joel Thomas, Barker. Switching the field far side, Caffel. Cleddy now. Wagner. And we'll go out of play now off of the defender for Minnesota Morris near side. Throw coming up. And Morris territory taken by Wagner. Fertelman. Wagner. And all the way back for Karsten Cleddy. Massingham for the Yellow Jackets. Sends it to the outside. Caffel. UWS has had virtually all the possession here so far through the first 33 or so minutes. And now Wagner. And a ball get through him and over the near side as Jackets were working around in the back. It'll be a throw now for the Cougars, and they're going to make a couple substitutions. Checking out will be Barkowitz. Also departing will be Shepard. Throw near side for Azariah Zapeta, freshman midfielder from New Richmond, Wisconsin. Throw comes in now. Here's Erickson. In the middle now, Massingham. Barker, and now he'll go all the way back for Karsten Cleddy. Now Erickson. Philip Erickson for the Yellow Jackets. Makes a move around one defender. Plays it wide, edge of the 18. It's Joel Thomas. Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Trying to get a shot away. Takes a deflection. Massingham now trying to get a shot away with the left foot. Still sitting at the top of the 18. Barker. Ethan Barker for the Yellow Jackets trying to step through. And the Cougars now will just pump it back over midfield in the Yellow Jacket territory. Paredes sends it short. Now here's Lyman. Now Barker. Carson Clutty now for the Yellow Jackets. Adam Caffel. Ben Lyman for UWS. Now Barker. Ethan Barker now. Dispossessed on a nice defensive play by Lee. Jackets take it back though with Massingham. Now on the edge. And here's a left-footed ball coming in, and that one's off the mark. It's Finley Purnell for the Yellow Jackets on that far side. And it'll be a goal kick now for Eisensee. Just over 10 minutes left in the opening half. Toward midfield now, headed down, and ranging back will be Clutty. He'll go all the way back in his own 18 for Paredes. Still hasn't had to make a save as of yet, Alex Paredes. Now Fertelman. And we'll have a foul call now on Fertelman as he got tangled up with Mackel. Aaron Mackel, the freshman from Woodbury in the Twin Cities. Their leading scorer this season. He also had 6 goals on the campaign. There's Aaron Mackel. Standing over this free kick will be Cooper Jones. Senior midfielder from Mankato, Minnesota. Coming out now is Paredes, and he'll grab that one, and now he's going to send the Yellow Jackets back on the counter quickly. Kyle Massingham for the Yellow Jackets. Going back now. Karsten Clutty. Ethan Barker. Back in the middle now, Ben Lyman. Lyman has room, comes forward. And his bending ball overshoots Joel Thomas. It'll roll near side, and we'll have a throw deep in Cougar territory taken by Zapeta. Here's the throw. Comes in. Now Lyman for the Yellow Jackets. Wagner, Fertelman, Massingham, top of the 18. Trying to flick it through, looking for Purnell. Overshot him a bit, and it's cleared up the far side. Now Clutty for Barker. Well, Barker's ball across. And we're going to have a foul called here on Wagner. Tough break for Owen Wagner. Pass from Barker was a little bit off, and that forced him into that challenge. It's Pisseth who is down, by the way. For the Cougars, now sitting back up. Minnesota Morris looking for a yellow card there on Rowan Wagner. None forthcoming from our center referee here. And we will have a free kick, no Eisensee. The junior from Shakopee, Minnesota will take it. Ball across in the middle. That one brought down now by Fertelman. Jackets trying to counter back to the direction. Philip Erickson now goes to the left. Crosses the midfield stripe on his right foot. Try to clip it over the top. Eisensee off of his line. He'll slide, and he will grab that one in his 18. A little too much weight on that one. And now it's Patterson. Ball over the top. Paredes measuring it with the left foot. Sends it right back over the midfield stripe. Headed down by Patterson, right to the feet of Adam Caffel. And Caffel for the Yellow Jackets will switch the field now near side looking for Joel Thomas. Broken up by Zapeta defensively. Now it's Jacob Lee for Zapeta. Azariah Zapeta's ball forward is headed down by Ben Lyman. Now Massingham to the outside. Fertelman back for Massingham. Has Purnell with him. Finley Purnell, edge of the 18. Turning on the right foot. Back for Orlando Fertelman. Now it's Barker. Ethan Barker gets a shot away, and that one drifts wide. And another goal kick here coming up. 6 minutes and change remain to be played here. Not a whole lot of wind on the field right now. Flagpole to the far side, kind of fluttering just a little bit. As Eisensee off the goal kick. Jackets were pressing with 2 forwards. Ball comes across midfield. And Clutty will run it down. Sends it back now for Paredes. Now Wagner. Karsten Clutty. Now Ben Lyman. Thomas. Well-weighted ball across midfield. Finds Philip Eriksson. The Norwegian forward coming forward now. Has it taken off of his foot. Cleared back toward midfield. Wagner will bring it down. Barker for Lyman. Fertelman passes behind Wagner on the return. Picked up. Now taken back by Barker. Swings it to the outside for Adam Caffel. Caffel for the Yellow Jackets. Coming in deep. Now here's Joel Thomas, top of the Morris 18. Trying to turn around a couple of players. 4 Cougars surrounding him. Still gets it for Massingham. Massingham comes in, gets a shot away, but the flag is up near side. Some fancy footwork there by the Yellow Jackets in tight space to get that look for Massingham, even though it would have been offside. First by Caffel, then by Thomas. 4:35 remain to be played here in the half. Off the restarts, the Jackets, Orlando Fertelman. Fertelman for the Yellow Jackets coming forward. They're back now for Caffel. Now it's Fertelman. Playing it near side now. Joel Thomas, Ethan Barker, Karsten Clutty. In the middle now for Philip Eriksson. Taken off of his foot. Barker. Now Fertelman. Adam Caffel bending a ball in toward the 6. Cleared away by Zepeda. 3:45 left in the half. If it's cleared over the end line, another goal kick here coming up. Jackets have tilted the field almost completely here these last 15 minutes or so. As off the restart now. Jones near side. Outlet pass intercepted by Wagner. It'll take a deflection out. We'll have a throw here coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Shots are 11-1 in favor of UWS. Putting 7-0 in shots on goal as Fertelman. Massingham. Swinging it now. Here's Clutty. Lyman. Wagner. Purnell. Flicks it near side now. Fertelman now. In the 18. Crossing it back post. Patterson heads it up the middle. Massingham. Kyle Massingham for the Yellow Jackets. Dancing around a couple of players. Now Phil Eriksson in the middle. Gets a shot away and he scores! For Eriksson, it's his first goal of the season. Give an assist on that one to Kyle Massingham, his 4th of the season on the helper side of the equation for the freshman from England, and it's 3-0. Yellow Jackets in lead. 2:38 remaining in the half. So Oliveira, Watson, and Eriksson, your goal scorers for UWS today. Good to see Phil Erickson get his first goal this season. He's a guy who's had some big scoring campaigns in his Yellow Jacket career. This year's been a little slower for him. He's coming off the bench more this season. Fifth-year senior from Norway. Like I said, nice to see him get a goal, though, on the debut here of Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Now Cletty for the Yellow Jackets, hitting it over the top, headed down, and now the Cougars will send it toward midfield. And that one will go out of play here. Just 90 ticks of the clock remaining here in the opening half. First half of collegiate soccer ever played here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, and it's gone pretty darn well for the Yellow Jackets. 3 goals up on the board, 3 different goal scorers. And looking for more now. Rowan Wagner. Joel Thomas on the outside. Now Erickson. Perlman will flick it up in the air. And it'll run too long. It'll be a goal kick here coming up for Eisensee. We go into a minute remaining here in the opening half. Again, the women coming up for their debut here on this brand new playing surface and stadium. In the meantime, now the Cougars off the goal kick. Here's Eisensee playing it wide. Patterson couldn't keep it in. Half minute now remaining as Caffel takes a long throw into the 18. Head through by Fertelman up the middle. Here's Barker. Massingham now tracking back. Lyman for the Yellow Jackets. Outside for Caffel. 15 seconds remaining in the half as Caffel to the outside now. Fertelman in the middle. Here's a wide open look for Joel Thomas, and he sprays it over the top of the crossbar. And that's how the half will end. Joel Thomas had a wide open goal as that pass got through Eisensee. That close to being 4-0, but the Jackets will take a 3-goal first half in the intermission as the horn sounds here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. And so far, so good. And the grand opening of this new stadium for the Yellow Jackets. 3 goals up on the board, and the Yellow Jackets will head into the intermission, leading Minnesota Morris in this UMAC Conference contest by the score of 3-0. 3-0 your score. We'll take a quick break and come back with our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Men's Soccer on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.
Support for WPR also comes from UW Superior. With more than 50 undergraduate majors and concentrations from 11 academic departments and select online and graduate programs, you're sure to find an area of study that will captivate your interest.
Broadcasts of Yellow Jacket Sports on KUWS Radio are made possible in part by Screen Graphics Uniform Connection, providing screen printing, embroidery, and more to the Twin Ports and surrounding area for over 25 years. Online at sgsuperior.com. By the UW Superior Alumni and Friends Foundation, information on resources available to you as an alumni of UW Superior, including events, group travel, and assisting current students. Learn more at uwsuper.edu/alumni. And by Dodgie's East End Tavern, located in the heart of Superior's East End, a proud sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics.
Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Brand new home facility for Yellow Jacket men's and women's soccer, as well as the outdoor track and field teams. We haven't talked much about the stadium. Game's been pretty good so far. Yellow Jackets leading as we go into our first half summary, and we begin our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated. 3 goals for the Yellow Jackets on 13 first half shots. 3 different goal scorers for the Yellow Jackets in that frame, by the way. As we look at the goals officially here in that opening 45 minutes for UWS, it took the Jackets 11 minutes and 35 seconds to score the first goal in this stadium's history. Coming from Felipe Oliveira, his 4th of the season. Took a pass from Freddie Watson, did Oliveira. And slid it well into the corner for the Yellow Jackets. Nice passing play between Oliveira and Watson. Again, the 4th of the season for Oliveira. 11:35 the time. And that made it a 1-0 contest in favor of UWS. Meanwhile, Yellow Jackets added a second goal at 15:13, so about 3 minutes plus later. Freddie Watson with a strange-looking kind of play, actually. I didn't think it was actually going to end up in the back of the net. Watson playing catch for Felipe Oliveira on the catching, going up and down the field, back and forth. It looked more like a cross, actually, from the angle that I had as Watson came in on the left side of the 18, floated over the top, but Eisensee came out, misjudged it as he tried to cut down the angle on his far side post, and that allowed Freddie Watson to just float a ball up into the upper netting, right side of the net. And that made it 2-0. 4th of the season for Watson. And it stayed there up until the very end of the half. At 37-39. Philip Eriksson with his first goal of the season. Some fancy footwork in the 18 by the Yellow Jackets on that sequence as Kyle Massingham danced around about 3 or 4 different Cougars players before finding Philip Eriksson in the middle of the 18 near the 6-yard area. And Eriksson, who has been a proven goal scorer in his Yellow Jacket career, slid it into the corner. And that's where we stand. 3-0 Yellow Jackets after 45 minutes. In terms of the numbers in that first half between the two teams, we talked about the Yellow Jackets, 13 total shots in that first half. The Cougars had just 1. UWS also an 8-0 edge in shots on goal. A total of 7 corner kicks as well for the Yellow Jackets, and all of them from the far side corner flag to my right. So Yellow Jackets liking that location, apparently here to take the corner kicks in that opening 45 minutes. Only 2 fouls were whistled in that first half, both of them against the Yellow Jackets. So a very clean game here between the two sides. There are a couple offsides in there as well called against the Yellow Jacket. As far as the goalkeeper saves in that first half, 5 saves so far for Nick Eisensee, the starter for Minnesota Morris, while Alex Paredes so far looking for his 6th shutout of the season. They've yet to have to make a save thus far. And that's where we stand, 45 minutes in. Your score at the break, Yellow Jackets 3, Minnesota Morris nothing. We'll take a quick break and come back with more, including a look at what else is going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics. That's all coming up right after this. This is Yellow Jacket Men's Soccer on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.
Yellow Jacket sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Hovland Incorporated. Family owned and operated, Hovland Incorporated offers a wide range of personal and
Yeah, why don't we do the ceremony in between? I'm not going to have a whole lot of time in between games, so the ceremonies will probably be more apropos, because we can play that one for a while. I don't know how long that will. I think it's like Tom said, like 10 or 11 minutes, I think.
Something like that, yeah. And if for some reason that's not long enough, I can throw in another one.
Okay, cool.
Join
That'll
Ruth
just give
Ann
me a chance to kind of get up, walk around, use the restroom if I have to.
Saturday mornings on W.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking for a meaningful career? The University of Wisconsin Superior's Graduate Counseling Program will prepare you for professional practice as a licensed counselor. Choose from an online program with 5 starts per year or an on-campus option that starts in the fall. With tracks in clinical mental health, marriage and family therapy, and licensed
licensed school counselor, you can earn your degree in as few as 24 months. Visit uwsuper.edu/counseling and get started today.
Sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Superior Water, Light, and Power. Superior Water, Light, and Power, an elite company dedicated to providing safe, clean drinking water, as well as electric and natural gas service to UWS students, faculty, and fans since 1893. Broadcasts of Yellow Jacket Sports on
By the way, in
KUWS
between
Radio
games,
are made
what
possible
we'll
in
do
part
is
by
we'll treat the
Barker's
second game
Island
as its
Inn,
own game,
a
so we'll
resort
do the exact
hotel
same thing we
location
did
on
before
Lake
for
Superior
this game.
with 111
We'll do the
rooms,
opener
including
again,
captain suites,
the
pool,
sports
and
opener again
restaurant.
before we go on.
Online at barkersislandinn.com.
And then do the
Barker's
exact
Island
same
Inn,
thing because I got a
Northern
coach. I had
Wisconsin's
coaches interview
Island
there too.
getaway.
Music with more.
Awesome, you got it. I'll make sure to do that.
All right, cool.
Gets me excited is
I'll
the back
remind
and
you too.
forth
It's no big
with
deal.
listeners. Respond to the music,
Sounds good, thank you.
rely on it. For me to be able to share great music with our listeners is just an incredible honor.
Join Stephanie Elkins for Morning Classics on WPR Music.
Yellow Jacket Athletics and UW Superior will be hosting a ribbon cutting to celebrate the grand opening of Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium on the UW Superior campus. Ribbon cutting will be Friday, October 11th at 4:30 p.m., and the first games played at the stadium October 12th when the Yellow Jacket men's and women's soccer teams host Minnesota Morris at 1 and 3:30 p.m. Join us for these historic events on the UW Superior campus right here on 91.3 KUWS. Yellow Jacket Sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by the Pink Wealth Management Group, providing financial advice and guidance dedicated to helping people plan for tomorrow. The Pink Wealth Management Group, proud sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You're tuned into your home for UW Superior Yellow Jacket Sports, 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior.
All right, how much time do I got?
10 seconds.
Okay, perfect. Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium as our halftime programming sponsored by Hovland Incorporated rolls on here from the new home of Yellow Jacket men's and women's soccer. 3-0 your score. We have about 8.5 minutes before we start the second half, so we'll get you caught up on what else is going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics. Women's soccer who will be playing game 2 of our doubleheader here, making their debut here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Are now 7-6 overall, 5-1 in the UMAC, and their 2-match winning streak snapped on Wednesday with a 2-1 loss to McAllister in non-conference action down in St. Paul, Minnesota. In that match, the Yellow Jackets fell behind at 16:37 of the opening half. Abby Berkey scoring off an assist from Erica Hamilton to give the Scots a 1-0 lead. They got extra goals from Avery Ellis. Or an extra goal, from Avery Ellis in the half at 33-21 for a 2-0 lead that would carry over into halftime. Yellow Jackets picked up their play considerably in the second half and has created several scoring chances before finally breaking through at 86-56 when Nia Wilson scored from Erica Schneider. 9th of the season for Wilson brought the Yellow Jackets within 2-1, but they could not make up the difference and end up falling to the Scots by that 2-1 score. For the game, the Yellow Jackets and the Scots each finished with 9 total shots, while the Yellow Jackets held an 8-4 edge in shots on goal. Quinn Clark took the loss in goal for UWS. She made 2 saves. And again, they'll be playing game 2 of our doubleheader here from Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, taking on Minnesota Morris. The women in game 2, 3:30 p.m. The tentative start time there, 3:15, the pregame with yours truly. Volleyball at 15-6 overall heading into today. 5-1 in the UMAC. They defeated Bethany Lutheran last night across the way over at the Mertz in a match that was on Yellow Jacket TV with yours truly on the call. Yellow Jackets downing the Vikings 3-0 by set scores of 25-22, 25-17, and 25-20 to earn their 5th UMAC conference victory of the season. For the match, the Jackets hitting .208 as a team while holding Bethany Lutheran to just .050 hitting in the contest. Individually, the Yellow Jackets were paced by Addie Gangle, who notched 12 kills on 23 swings to hit 478 for the match. Sydney Smith added 10 kills for UWS, while Colleen Claude picked up a double-double with 25 assists and 13 digs. Gabby Schwartz added 14 assists, while Jenna Anderson led the way defensively, as she normally does, with 24 digs. Next today, they're taking on Martin Luther across the way over at the Mertz. That match started at 1 o'clock. Have not heard any score on that one as of yet. Men's and women's cross country were both idle this weekend. They'll be next in action at the Augustana Interregional, hosted by Augustana at Saki Golf Course in Rock Island, Illinois. The women's race starting at 11 a.m., while the men's race will start 45 minutes later at 11:45. Men's tennis 0-1 on the season. They opened up their season with a 6-1 loss to Carleton last Saturday at the Yellow Jacket Outdoor Tennis Complex. Jacob Zacharias picked up UWS's lone victory in that match with a 7-1, 1-6, 1-0 victory over Carleton's Miles Lee at number 6 singles. Both the men and the women are in action today down in La Crosse, taking on UW Stevens Point and UW La Crosse, respectively, at the Green Island Tennis Courts in La Crosse. The match against the Pointers was scheduled to start at 1 p.m. today, while the match against La Crosse, slated for a 4 p.m. start. UWS will also be in action with both teams taking on Ripon at the Sand Valley Grass Courts in Nakusa. Opening serve against Ripon is set for 10:30 a.m. for the two teams. So that catches you up on what else is going on with Yellow Jacket Athletics here on this busy weekend on campus. And with that being the case, we will take one more quick break and then come back with the start of the second half of this UMAC Conference contest between the Yellow Jackets and Minnesota Morris. That's coming up right after this. This is UWS Men's Soccer on 91.3 FM KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.
Join Sheila Shigley for Simply Folk, Sundays on WPR Music.
Texting when you drive is against the law in Wisconsin, and 1 in 5 crashes involves distracted driving. That text may seem important, but it's never more important than your safety. Put the phone down when you drive. Your loved ones will thank you. WPR wants everyone to get home safely. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov.
Broadcasts of Yellow Jacket Sports on KUWS Radio are made possible in part by Superior Choice Credit Union, a member-owned cooperative offering financial products with branch locations across the Northland, along with online and mobile banking. Online at superiorchoice.com.
All right, how much time do we got? 5 seconds. 5 seconds. All right.
Matt Johnson back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. If you're a Yellow Jacket fan looking for great team gear, visit our official Yellow Jacket fan shop and browse all the current styles of Yellow Jacket apparel and accessories, including the same gear the Yellow Jackets wear. Find the Yellow Jacket sideline store at uwsyellowjackets.com/shop. Also, have you downloaded Swarm Central, the official rewards and loyalty app of the Yellow Jackets? Get started and receive 200 minutes or 200 points just for registering and 200 more for downloading the app. Redeem your points for cool prizes in the Swarm Central store. Find the Swarm Central app in the Apple and Google stores today. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of half number 2 here. They've stopped actually the clock up there, so we're going to have an extra long halftime here apparently. In the meantime, your score at the break: Yellow Jackets 3, Minnesota Morris nothing. And with that, we will bring our halftime programming to a close. Again, halftime today sponsored by Hopland Incorporated, and we'll come back with the start of the second half right after this between the Yellow Jackets and Minnesota Morris. This is Yellow Jacket men's soccer on 91.3 FM KUWD West Superior and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.
Sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Commerce. National Bank of Commerce has been committed to making more possible in the region for over 85 years, with locations in Duluth, Esco, and more throughout the region. Online at nbcbanking.com. National Bank of Commerce, member FDIC.
Music with more.
I take personally some heart when I'm at a concert and there's a symphony, and at the end of the first movement you hear applause. That, to me, is a good thing because it means these are people who are fairly new to the genre. But, if it's that exciting, it's a great thing.
Join Norman Gilliland for the midday.
Broadcasts of Yellow Jacket Sports on KUWS Radio are made possible in part by 7 West Tap House, locally owned with locations in Superior, Duluth, and St. Cloud, committed to bringing the art of craft beer and cuisine together. Online at 7westtaphouse.com. By DSC Communications, locally owned and operated since 1995, providing sales and service for northern Minnesota and Wisconsin as a Motorola sales and service center. Online at dsccommunications.com. And by Perkins Restaurant and Bakery in Duluth, Cloquet, and Superior near the UWS campus, a longtime supporter of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Yellow Jacket Sports broadcasts on 91.3 KUWS are made possible in part by Northwest Outlet, family-owned and operated for more than 60 years, offering sporting goods, footwear, and clothing. 1814 Belknap in Superior and at northwestoutlet.com. By Super One Foods, with stores throughout Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And by Ken Mertz and Mertz Rookie Insurance, an agency with more than 35 years of experience offering personal and commercial insurance. 866-378-4936 and online at mertzrookieinsurance.com.
Music with more.
I'm personally honored to be able to shepherd so many different types of music for folks to consider. But I leave it to the listener to be able to meet the music where they are at, to help them grow their ears through the stories, histories, and the community connections that can be forged with listening to music.
Join Dr. Jonathan Overby on the road to higher ground, Saturdays on WPR Music.
What makes a college experience superior? A supportive environment with many programs to choose from. Research and hands-on opportunities rivaling even the largest institutions. Division III championship level athletics. Outstanding music and performing arts. A diverse and caring campus community. All at the most affordable tuition among four-year universities in the area. Start your journey at the University of Wisconsin Superior. Apply today at...
Sounds good. You want to come back after the next ad?
Yeah.
Apply.
Sports broadcasts on
We got 15 seconds.
KUWS are made possible in part by Arrowhead Printing, a woman-owned union from small-scale paper printing to large-format billboards for over 85 years. Online at arrowheadprinting.com.
Back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. Yellow Jackets taking their final warm-up paces here before beginning the second 45 minutes. Meanwhile, Minnesota Morris coming out on the field. Quick reminder, our next broadcast of Yellow Jacket men's soccer will come up this Wednesday when the Yellow Jackets right back here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. They'll be taking on Minnesota Morris. Check that. They're taking on Morris today. They're taking on Northwestern. There'll be, I believe, a 4:30 start to that one. Yes, it will. It'll be a 4:30 start against the Eagles. 4:15 the pregame. That'll be Yellow Jacket TV only, by the way. We'll be next here on 91.3 a week from today, taking on Bethany Lutheran, 1 p.m. The opening kick against the Vikings, 12:45 the pregame. That'll be a joint broadcast between 91.3 FM, KUWS, and also Yellow Jacket TV. In the meantime, the Yellow Jackets back out on the field here, getting ready for the start of half number 2. The Cougars about to break their huddle, it sounds like here. Yep, there they go. And like I said, we're ready to get the second half underway. Jackets will kick off here, going from right to left in this second 45 minutes. Cougars will be going from left to right. Jackets looking for their 9th overall win on the campaign. 49 goals now for UWS thus far in 2024. Jackets huddling right now near the Buzz logo at midfield here. Looks like Oliveira will kick it off. Jackets will bunch to the left here of the center circle. And like I said, we're just awaiting now the go-ahead from our center referee here. And there it is. So we are underway, second half. Yellow Jackets leading at 3-0. And now Alex Paredes for UWS. Send it near side now. Isaac Beckett for the Yellow Jackets. Coming across midfield. Beckett will hold it up, and now he'll play it back. Zach Tiemeyer now. Ball comes through the middle. Taken away now by the Cougars. Now they try to counter back the other direction. Ball to the outside now. Intercepted by Jake Kidd, who was tracking back defensively, and he'll go back into his own 18 now for UWS goalkeeper Alex Paredes. Paredes didn't have to make a save in that opening 45 minutes. Now it's Will Mindstrom. Mindstrom for the Yellow Jackets, angling ball toward the midfield stripe. Jake Kidd was looking for a foul there. Our center referee said no. As Patterson got into his back. Now taken by Freddie Watson. Near side, here's Jake Kidd. Kidd coming forward now on the right foot. Playing a ball far side. Here's Josh Bellamy waiting on the edge of the 18. Bellamy now. Playing it back. Here's Hudd. Alfie Hudd, back post. Kidd across the face of goal. Ball's laying there. Sharton Folkert will get it, and he'll score! Kind of shook his head a little bit that Aaron Sharton Folkert on that one. I think he wanted to go first time on that one. Kind of took a little hop on him, but he puts it in the back of the net for the Yellow Jackets in the first minute and 31 seconds for Sharton Folkert. Goal number 2. Really nice passing play that time. Jake Kidd started the play. Sent it across to the far side for Josh Bellamy. Bellamy back for Kidd inside the 18. Kidd hitting it across the face of goal, and there to tap it in is Aaron Sharton Folkert. So it's Sharton Folkert from Bellamy and Kidd. And the Yellow Jackets lead it by the score of 4-0. Like I said, nice passing play for the Yellow Jackets on that one. That was pretty much tic-tac-toe, and the Yellow Jackets now with a half century in the goal department for the season. That's their 50th goal. And UWS up by 4 as Paredes sends it to the far side of the field. Tiemeyer. Isaac Beckett now will play it back, and UWS now will send it set up in the back with Will Mindstrom. So there's the scoring on the goal. Now here's Kidd coming in, and he'll score. I was awaiting the goal call there from our public address announcer, John Garver. In the meantime, Kidd gets on the scoreboard. His 6th goal this season, the assist to Oliveira on that one. Jackets just kind of coming down the middle of the field there. The Cougars unable to dispossess Felipe Oliveira, who now has a goal and 2 assists in this game. Oliveira finding Kidd. Made a move to the right, and he sticks it underneath Eisenstein in the back of the net, and the Jackets with 2 goals in the first 2 minutes and 36 seconds here of half number 2, and now they're rolling right along at 5-0. Setting up some momentum for that game tomorrow against Gustavus Adolphus. That'll be a tough one. The Gusties undefeated coming in the weekend. They were 9-0-2 and ranked number 6 in the country on top of the standings in the MIAC. So now it's 5-0. Jackets again trying to build back the other direction. Here's Sharton Folkert. Outside now on the run. And running out of real estate was Mindstrom as he tried to come up the left side. It'll go out of play. Have a throw now for Brandon Patterson in his own end of the field for the Cougars. Toss comes in, intercepted by Beckett. Now Josh Bellamy. Bellamy, Oliveira. Back outside. Freddie Watson now taking it in. Crossing it into the 6. Headed down. Bellamy will track back. Alfie Hudd now. T-Meyer. Beckett back outside now. Hudd coming central. Oliveira for Sharton Folkert. Ball coming in now looking for Kidd. Up the middle. Here's a shot now by Hudd. Diving save to his left. With both hands there by Eisensee. And the Jackets buzzing here to begin half number 2. Scored 3 times in the first half. 2 goals in the first 2 minutes and 36 seconds of half number 2 thus far for UWS. And I expect that Coach Joe Mooney, with that game looming against Gustavus, will start substituting fairly liberally of these next few minutes as this ball now comes in. Here's Oliveira turning and getting a shot away. That one deflects. Bellamy trying to step through a couple of defenders. Still in the 18. Now cleared up the middle. Mindstrom taking it back. Now it's Watson. Alfie Hudd will track this one down. On the outside now. Sharton Folkert now far side this time. Taking it toward the end line, and that one will be cleared out, and we'll have a corner kick for the Yellow Jackets, their 8th of the match. Looks like Freddie Watson will take it. Nope. Being called off here by Hudd. And Alfie Hudd now for UWS as the Jackets flooding numbers in. Will take it quickly. Plays it short for Watson. Back for Hudd. Hudd now across the face. A goal. That one cleared away by Jones. Right up the middle. Here's Beckett's shot. Now that hits traffic. Beckett following up. Ball still loose, and now it'll be cleared over by Lee. So the Jackets really amping up the pressure here to start half number 2. Another corner kick as Oliveira will take it now, this time from the near side flag. And Felipe Oliveira plays it short for Bellamy. Now Oliveira bending a ball in. Cleared away. Off the right foot of Cade Simonson for the Cougars. It'll be another corner kick for the Jackets from the near side flag. Oliveira lining it up. Ball in toward the 6. Back post looking for Kidd. That one headed down. There's a shot attempt taken by Ambler. Another shot. This one by Beckett. And the shots are coming fast and furious here for UWS. And now the Cougars going to make a substitution in goal, it appears, as Eisensee had a busy day back there, is going to check out. believe the new keeper coming in is Jay Clarkson. Sophomore goalkeeper from Waterford, Wisconsin, replaces Eisensee. With UWS firmly in control, 5-0 here as Yellow Jackets, like I said, kind of peppering the goal. Did so in the first half as well. 13 total shots for UWS in the opening 45 minutes. 8 of them on goal. Jackets so far here in half number 2. Really piling up the shots now is Sharton Folkert. Slaying this ball forward into Morris territory. Now he turns on the right. Leaves it for Isaac Beckett. Beckett for the Jackets now to the near side. Freddie Watson. Now Beckett. Edge of the 18. It's Jake Kidd. Kidd now trying to make a move to the middle of the 18. Had it stripped off of his foot. Second ball picked up by Beckett. Now it is Freddie Watson trying to take it wide. That one will be tackled out by Simonson. And still another corner kick. As it went over the end line. This one taken by Oliveira again. Felipe Oliveira for UWS. Bending ball near post. Flicked on off the head of T-Meyer. Cleared up. Left side of the 18. Cross back in by Bellamy. Here's the head attempt of William Mindstrom. That one will be grabbed, I should say, by Clarkson. And now he sends it to the outside. Picked off. Hudd back in. Here's Kidd. His header. Diving save to his left by Clarkson. Jake Kidd sticking with it. He gets a shot away. And he scores. That's called not giving up on a play by Jake Kidd. Diving save by Clarkson to his left. Kidd stuck with it, picked it back up, and just roofed it over the top of Clarkson. Just to the right of the 6-yard area for Jake Kidd. That's 2 goals now and an assist thus far here in the half. And that's all happened in 8 minutes and 22 seconds. And the Yellow Jackets now with a half-dozen goal lead at 6-0. And now the Yellow Jackets making wholesale changes here. In complete control now of the game as Kappel's back in. Rowan Wagner also back in. Ben Lyman. Philip Erickson. Nikolai Stoker in for the first time. Cal Massingham in. Teo Figueiredo in for the Yellow Jackets. Orlando Fertelman. Joel Thomas also in. Alex Breas is still in this game as well for UWS. We'll see how long he remains in the game. I'm not sure he'll be in there much longer. I think that Patrick Sessions or Carl Lansdale will be coming in here relatively quickly as Clarkson now with the ball to the near side. So 7 goals now for Jake Kidd on the season. Now here's Massingham, top of the 18. He'll send it wide now. Here is Joel Thomas. Ben Lyman, and now the Jackets, as Jacob Wiles is also checked in for the first time with a 6-goal lead. Near side now, Wagner. Figueiredo. Kaffel now will take it wide. Adam Kaffel toward the byline. Trying to cross it in. That'll deflect out off of Patterson, and the Yellow Jackets will have still another corner kick. On pace to have a record of corner kicks here in this one. Massingham will take this one. Near side flag. Kyle Massingham. Bending ball. Clarkson goes up, and it goes in. That might be an own goal. Clarkson tried to go up and grab that ball. Yeah, I think it is an own goal the way that everyone is reacting to it. Take a look at the replay and see if you can see if Clarkson, I think, went up and tried to bat that ball, and he ended up, I think, knocking it into his own goal. Yeah, it's an own goal. Yep. So it will be an own goal. Off the hands of the keeper. Hey, John. Just say Minnesota Morris. That's like, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Yellow Jacket goal scored on a Minnesota Morris own goal. Just say that. That's what I would do. Apologies, folks. So I was just clarifying something for our public address announcer, John Garver, there. In the meantime, Jackets up by 7 as the ball comes to the outside now. Wiles now for Figueiredo. Jackets moving around on the outside. Aaron Mackel now. Now here's Kaffel. Fertelman. Continuing it on now, and that one will go out. Actually, it won't. It'll stay in. Here is Massingham. Kaffel taking it wide. Kaffel in toward the 6, cleared away by Jones. Ball sent up the middle. Brought down now. Here's Wagner. And stripped off of his foot. And now Wiles will send it wide. Here's Joel Thomas for the Yellow Jackets. Wiles crossing it in toward the 18. Popped up into the air. Now clear back up the middle. Orlando Fertelman now. Looking to wind it up. Instead, he'll play it near side. Left-footed ball coming in now from Kaffel. Up the middle. Figueiredo with the shot. That one deflected by traffic. And now Azariah Zapeta will send it to the far side. Picked up by Thomas. Joel Thomas now with an alley. Crosses across the face of goal. Deflects out. And now the Cougars will send it to the far side. Four goals for the Yellow Jackets. The first 10 minutes plus of half number 2 has turned this into a 7-goal lead. And UWS well on their way to win number 9 now. Jackets now up to 55 goals on the season. Check that, 54 goals on the season. I'm getting a little ahead of myself as this ball now played into the near side corner. Bartkowitz trying to run it down. And now Ben Lyman grabs a fistful of shirt, and that'll be a yellow card. At least it should be. For the Yellow Jacket central defender, Ben Lyman. There it is. That comes with 32-13 left to be played here from Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. In the meantime, we'll have a free kick now for Minnesota Morris. Jackets will be home quite a few times over the next few weeks, excuse me. Standing over this one now is Mackel. Plays it into the middle. Jackets clearing it away from their own 18. Now Patterson. Lyman playing on the yellow card. Heads it right up the middle. Taken by Tommy Ellis. Heads the Yellow Jacket 18. And now we're going to have an offside called here against the Cougars. Free kick for UWS. They take it quickly here. Jacob Wiles now to the far side of the field. Figueiredo now. Ben Lyman for the Yellow Jackets. Back for Teo Figueiredo. Figueiredo for the Yellow Jackets now to the outside. Joel Thomas. Nikolai Stoker. Ball through the middle, intercepted. Now Stoker will send it wide. Figueiredo. Continuing it on now. Edge of the 18. Thomas Impeded there by Cooper Jones, and play on here. It'll be cleared over the far side by Zapeta. It'll be a throw coming up for the Jackets. Adam Caffel looks like he'll take a long one here. Throw comes in. Wiles now, Fertelman. Now to the outside, it's Caffel. Caffel left foot across and toward the 18, headed down. And away now by Minnesota Morris. Ball up the middle, intercepted here. Rowan Wagner. Phil Erickson. Outside Massingham. Wagner now. Plays it all the way back for Lyman. Now Jacob Wiles for UWS. Jackets have had virtually all of possession here so far this afternoon. Now Wagner. Stoker for the Yellow Jackets coming forward. Tackled off of his foot by Jacob Lee for the Cougars. Taken right back now. Here's Erickson flicking it up in the air, looking for his fellow countryman and Stoker. Jones standing with him. Now Stoker turns, tries to get the crossaway. Follows it up again. Cleared up the mirror. Now Caffel, he'll get a shot away off the post. Ball still loose. Actually, it was post crossbar as well. Had a couple of pieces of woodwork attached to it. Jackets still in possession. Now here's Thomas. In the middle, Massingham with the header, and that one will go wide. Under a half hour now left. Reminder, game 2 of our doubleheader will come up about a half hour after we go final here. Yellow Jacket women playing their first ever game here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, taking on Minnesota Morris for the second time. Jackets won the first matchup with the Cougars 4-2. We'll be looking to get back on the winning side of the ledger after a very tight and competitive loss against McAllister on Wednesday. Or Tuesday, excuse me, their last action. Actually, that game was on Wednesday. The Yellow Jackets actually played Crown the previous day on Tuesday. So the Yellow Jacket women will be playing their third game of the week in that contest. In the meantime, a foul against Minnesota Morris, so it will be a free kick for the Jackets about 40 yards out. Standing over this one is Orlando Fertelman. Fertelman getting a shot right in on target. Clarkson will grab that one out of the air, and he'll hold on to it here. And now he'll flip it to the outside for Chan Piseth. And the ball returned for Barkowitz. Overshoots him by quite a bit. Far side of the field. Throw coming up here. Wiles takes it for UWS. And I guess we're going to push the Yellow Jackets back just a little bit on this throw. Throw comes in, Massingham. Now to the outside, Adam Caffel. Philip Erickson has it taken off of his foot. Now off of Brett Barkowitz near side. So the Cougars tried to break up the right sideline. Barkowitz couldn't keep it in. Throw for Wagner in Cougar territory. Fertelman now off the throw-in. And we're going to have a foul called here on Minnesota Morris freshman Brandon Patterson, which will give the Yellow Jackets a free kick just about 25 yards away from the goal, manned by Jay Clarkson to our left. Kyle Massingham, UWS's leading scorer on the season coming into today's game. 6 goals and 4 assists now for him on the campaign. He'll get into it. Bends it back post, and Clarkson will go up and grab that one. Just a sophomore, as I mentioned. Clarkson in relief of Nick Eisensee, who gave up 5 goals. In his time in there, Jackets have added 2 more since then. And like I said, well in control now at 7-0. Here's Caffel now in Morris territory. Adam Caffel coming central. Into the middle now. Figueredo will turn. We'll send it outside. For Wiles. That one broken up as he made the overlap. Tried to pass it back for Joel Thomas. Thomas now sends it all the way back for Rowan Wagner near midfield. And like I said, I would expect that this group will probably play the balance of the game now. So 25 minutes and 35 seconds remain to be played here in this one. Jackets in firm control as they go all the way back. Now here's Paredes. I would expect, like I said, to see Patrick Sessions come in, and there he is now standing over near midfield at the stripe, waiting to come in at the next opportunity. In the meantime now, the Cougars trying to counter back. Here's Pisef now on the outside. 3-on-2 break if Morris hurries. But the return pass for Barkowitz was behind him, and now the Jackets have a chance to counter. Massingham's ball forward. Erickson touches it back for Fertelman. Now Erickson inside the 18. Turns to take the shot, and it rises high over the bar. It'll be a goal kick coming up now for Jay Clarkson, and that'll allow the Yellow Jackets to make the substitution in goal. So Patrick Sessions comes in, 6'2" junior from Brighton, England. So Sessions is in. And off the goal kick, intercepted. Far side now, here is Erickson for the Yellow Jackets. Thomas, Joel Thomas, crossing the ball in. Patterson heads it up the middle. Fertelman collects for UWS. Now Massingham. Laying it back now, Wagner. Ben Lyman for UWS. Wiles. Massingham now will take it again. He'll send it wide now. Here's Wagner. The Yellow Jackets right now just taking their time on the build-up. Playing it wide. Here's Figueredo. Wiles now. Near side. Finds Adam Caffel. Massingham back for Wagner again. Figueredo. Wiles on the right foot. Still on the move. To the outside, edge of the 18. Cross coming in from Thomas. Bounces through a couple different players. Caffel will win the race to it on the weak side, and now he'll play it back for Massingham. Massingham, his bending ball comes in. Punched away now by Clarkson right up the middle. Where it's taken by Wiles. And now his ball into the 18 will be smothered there by Clarkson. And this time he'll take his teammates forward a little bit here, spend some time, and now we're going to have a whistle. And we're going to have a stoppage of the clock here. They'll take a player down near side. It's Adam Caffel. Clock stops, 22:45 left to play here. And now it looks like we're ready to get back to it here as Clarkson gives it a ride back over midfield. Just getting news that women's volleyball now 16-6 on the season, defeated Martin Luther 3-1 earlier today. About 500 yards away from my location here. So they're now 16-6 on the season and 6-1 in the UMAC. Men's soccer on their way to win number 9. 7-0. Yellow Jackets scored 3 of their 7 goals in the first half, 4 in the first 10 minutes of the second half. And the Yellow Jackets still pitching a shutout in conference action, looking for their 8th straight shutout against UMAC competition this season. As Fertelman plays it back, now here's Wagner. Ben Lyman. To the outside now, here's Wiles. Massingham, Lyman. Now back for Rowan Wagner. Massingham in the middle. Stoker. Massingham coming forward. Now to the outside, Joel Thomas, edge of the Morris 18. Takes it wide. Left footed or right footed cross comes in, and Clarkson smothered it initially. Kicked away from him for just a second, but he's able to smother it, hold on to it. And now gives it a ride near side of the field. That way back into the game for Minnesota Morris is Theo Bubser. In the meantime, the Jackets now back in possession with Ben Lyman. Lyman with the Buzz logo at midfield. Plays it across the line. That one broken up. Now Pisseth. Laying it back. Aaron Mackel will go back for Cooper Jones. Now Clarkson for Cade Simonson. To the outside now, Brandon Patterson for the Cougars. For Barkowitz. A foul going to be called down on Ben Lyman. Stick around for our post-game show. It'll be pretty brief. Sponsored by Synovus Energy. All of our final numbers on this one. Also name our post-game show player of the game. That's all coming up. A little over 20 minutes of game time from now. Brandon Patterson off the free kick up the middle, picked off by Wagner. Now the Jackets countering back. Numbers for UWS, 4-on-2 if they hurry. Wagner now laying it on Stoker, and the ball was hit just a little too heavy as it came into the 18. Clarkson coming off of his line, able to grab it off the turf, and he'll hold on to it here. And now he gives it a ride toward midfield. There's Wiles. Bringing it down now. Berlman had it momentarily. Now finds its way for Brandon Patterson near sideline, and it'll go out off of Phil Erickson. Throw coming up for the Cougars in their own end of the field. Off the throw, the Jackets intercept with Orlando Furman right near midfield. Now Figueredo for UWS. Adam Kaffel. Stoker will turn on the right foot. Orlando Furtelman. Jackets have been sharp passing the ball today. As Barkowitz now off the interception for the Cougars, plays it up the middle. Here's Sessions getting his first touch. That was a bad one, and now here's a shot attempt, and they're going to miss it by about a foot or two. Now it was Chan Pisseth who took advantage of a Yellow Jacket miscue in the back, got a shot away. I thought it was going in the back of the net off of his foot, but left it just wide. That's about the second or third time, actually, the Jackets have had some problems in the back. And now here's another one as Barkowitz off the turnover. Now Pisseth will take another shot, and they're going to give him a penalty kick now. It's going to be whistled on Wiles. Jackets a little sloppy in the back. That's not going to make Coach Joe Mooney very happy, despite being up by 7 goals. I'm kind of having a hard time actually arguing with the referee on that call. That's just a little bit sloppy from UWS in the back. So now the shutout is in danger, and it looks like the team captain for the Cougars, Cooper Jones, is going to come over and take it. Sessions for UWS. Jackets haven't given up a goal, by the way. And now they're calling for the stoppage of the clock. They're going to add a little bit of time back on, I think. Maybe a minute or so, I'm not sure. And they're going to reset the clock. We'll see how much time they want to add back up here. In the meantime, Cooper Jones will step up here to the spot for the Cougars, trying to end the Yellow Jacket shutout run. Like I said, the Yellow Jackets coming into today's game have gone nearly 700 minutes without giving up a goal. And if you add up the time today, they're Probably approaching 800 minutes straight of not having given up a goal. That's in danger now, though, as Cooper Jones will step up. Jones has scored 1 goal this season for the Cougars. Minnesota Morris so far this season, 12 goals in 13 games, although they came into today having given up 53. Jackets came in, as I mentioned, with 47 goals. They're now up to 54 for the season. And Jones, the senior, the team captain, senior midfielder from Mankato, Minnesota. We'll try to put Morris on the board here. Steps up, and the shot is saved by Sessions, and then the rebound, they do score. And it'll be Jones getting the goal, make it now 7-1. It's a nice save, actually, on the penalty by Sessions. He dove to his right. Make the save as Jones tried to go high to the left. Made the save, but the rebound was left there, and Jones won the race to the ball and just poked it into the upper half of the netting to make it 7-1. And so the Cougars break up the Yellow Jacket shutout streak. It's not going to matter in this game, though. 7-1 your score. And now there's a ball up the far side. That one off the right foot of Wiles, who, fortunately for UWS, actually committed the foul that led to the penalty kick. In the meantime, the Jackets with Massingham now. Edge of the Morris 18. Here's Thomas, Joel Thomas, across the face of goal. And here's a shot and a score! Adam Kaffel. Assist to Thomas and Massingham on that one. On the goal? No, it was the team captain. It was Cooper Jones, 14. Yep. And then that one, that's Kaffel from Thomas and Massingham. So it's now 8-1 in favor of UWS. For Kaffel, that's his first goal of the season. So a couple of goals very quickly. Now the Jackets with 5 goals in the second half. 17:48 still left to play in the frame. Now throw near side. Here's Ron Wagner. And this one will be cleared over the near side now in Cougar territory. Throw taken by Fertelman. Ethan Barker now in for the Yellow Jackets. Now Figueredo. Playing a ball in the 18. That's headed away. 8-1 your score. So recapping what happened those last 2 minutes. Jones with the goal. Off the penalty kick miss. Followed up his own miss. That made it 7-1. And then it was Adam Kaffel, his first, from Massingham and Thomas. And you add all that up, and it's now 8-1 as the Jackets with Ethan Barker in the back. And they'll play it back now for Patrick Sessions. Sessions to the outside. Here's Barker. Barker now. Thing at near side. Here's Wagner. Fertelman. Adam Caffel. Stoker now for the Yellow Jackets. Back for Joel Thomas. Thomas for the Yellow Jackets now at top of the 18. Comes in. Flag stays down on the outside. Here's a shot now taken by Philip Erickson off the outside of the post, and it'll go over the end line. Last touch by a Morris defender, so it'll be a corner kick. Far side of the field. And UWS going to send Barker and Wiles into the 18-yard area. Erickson will take the corner kick himself here. Ball in toward the 6. Stoker collects. Jones picks it up. Clears it back up the middle. Heavy touch there from Wagner, but it finds its way back for Barker. Makes a turnaround defender. Edge of the 18. Crosses it in the middle. Jones will clear it up the middle. Now Fertelman collects. Orlando Fertelman for the Yellow Jackets coming forward. Takes it wide now. And we have a foul called on Fertelman as he tried to get it around Bubsy near side. Free kick here now for the Cougars, who are going to fall to 2-12 on the season, including 2-6 in the league. The Jackets, less than a quarter of an hour now away from 9-2-2 on the season and 8-0 in the league. As off the free kick, Jackets collect near midfield. Here's Caffel. Fertelman. Now on the outside, it's Barker. Thomas coming in deep, and now that one will be tackled out. And we'll have another corner kick now for the Jackets on that far side. Interesting to see how many corner kicks the Jackets end up with in this game. Jackets now with 6 new players getting ready to check in at the next opportunity. There's Thomas off the corner kick. Flick to the outside. Now Thomas, left-footed ball in. Clarkson will grab it. He'll hold on to it here. Now Fertelman. Figueredo for the Yellow Jackets. Fertelman switching the field now. Here's Thomas again. Thomas's ball up the middle. Intercepted. Nice defensive play there by Massingham to take it out the foot of Chan Piseth, and we'll have a throw now for UWS, and now the Jackets will complete the substitutions here. 6 new players in, Melvin Anderson amongst them. Philip Jobst is in there for the first time. Eli Benson. Elijah and Jordan Altman are in for the first time. Looks like Finley Purnell has returned to the game. Yeah, it'll be Melvin Anderson, who scored against Minnesota Morris in their first matchup a couple of weeks ago. We'll take the throw here for UWS. Now Anderson. Jordan Altman on the right foot. Back now for Barker. Now it's Eli Benson for the Yellow Jackets. Elijah Altman now. And this one will go out of play off of Bubsy. It'll be a throw here coming up for the Yellow Jackets. Barker. The far side, Melvin Anderson. Now Eli Benson. Wagner now. Ethan Barker for the Yellow Jackets. Figueredo on the far side. Left-footed ball in toward the 18. Cleared away. Clearing ball picked up by Barker. Now it's Wagner. Over the top now, Philip Jobst for the Yellow Jackets. Jobst, German midfielder, coming in on the edge of the Morris 18. Will be tackled out, and still another corner kick here for UWS. Just over 11 minutes now left to play in this one. Jackets been getting goals from a lot of different players today. 2 goals for Jake Kidd in the game. Everybody else has been a single goal scorer today, although Felipe Oliveira with a goal and 2 assists. Hands off the corner kick. Purnell had a look at it. That one's cleared away, and now it's going to be sent up the middle. Benson will track it down. Now Altman. Benson. Barker will send it wide. Wagner now. Here's Jacob Wiles. Wiles playing the ball over the top. Jobst will measure it now. Bubser with the defensive play to tackle away from him. Jobst still able to cross it into the 18 for Morris. Or into the Morris 18, excuse me. Now it's Figueredo. Barker for the Yellow Jackets, playing it back for Jacob Wiles. Figueredo. Trying to release Melvin Anderson far side, but he was a half step offside. Flag goes up. We'll have a free kick coming up. 9 minutes, 38 seconds is all that remains in this one. I have to say that the debut for the Yellow Jackets here at the brand new Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium has gone pretty darn well. Jackets with 3 goals in the first half, 5 in the second. Morris did break up the Yellow Jackets shutout run in UMAC conference action, but Jackets have now outscored their conference foes by a combined 48-1 so far this season. Now ball outside, Figueredo coming in at an angle into the 18. Heavy touch, cleared away. Elijah Altman to his right, gets a shot away, and now he'll leave that one wide of the far post. And everybody's entering the benches now, including Minnesota Morris. They brought in a couple of new players. Just playing out the string at this point at 8 minutes and 40 seconds of an 8-1 contest. Women's game will come up about a half hour after we go final here. As the goal kick from backup goalkeeper Jay Clarkson comes near side. Nick Eisensee started the game for Morris, gave up the first 5 goals of the game for UWS before Clarkson came in, and Jackets have piled on 3 more since Clarkson entered the game. That was early in the second half. Now it's Eli Benson for UWS playing a ball through the middle. That one broken up. Finds its way to the outside for Ethan Barker. Now Teo Figueredo to the outside. Ball pops up in the middle. Elijah Altman nearly had it. And now it's Bubser releasing for Minnesota Morris deep in Yellow Jacket territory. One-on-one against UWS's Wagner. A couple of step overs, tried to force it through the middle, looking for the on-rushing Burke Shepard, but it got broken up. Nice defensive play that time. Coming back defensively for the Yellow Jackets. Jacob Wiles to interrupt that pass, now on the outside. Wagner. Quick turn now on the right foot by Jacob Lee. And that one will be tackled out. Now the Cougars will have a corner kick opportunity. Their first of the game. Comes with 6:55 left to play here on the afternoon. From the near side flag, left-footed in-swinger. Cougars bunching near the top of the 18. And we're going to have a flying attempt on that far side. That'll result in a foul. Free kick for the Yellow Jackets. It was the central defender, by the way, that was the fouling party there. That would be Kate Simonson. Went over the back of Ethan Barker. And the Yellow Jackets off the restart with Eli Benson. Here's Wiles. Rowan Wagner. Now Wiles to the far side of the field. Melvin Anderson for the Yellow Jackets. Touches it centrally. Anderson now playing it through. And it comes in on goal. Grabbed by Clarkson. He'll hold on to it here. 5:35 now left. Now it's Aaron Mackel. Dispossessed of the ball. Comes back now. Simonson will let Clarkson pick it up. Plays it up the middle. Figueredo for the Yellow Jackets. Step over by Elijah Altman. Finley Purnell couldn't get there in time. Cleared over the midfield stripe in the Yellow Jacket territory. Tracked down by Wiles. Now Ethan Barker. To the outside, Melvin Anderson. Anderson coming into the middle. Into the 18. Back post run now by Jobst. He comes in, has the ball at his feet. Jobst now being held on to by a Morris defender, excuse me. And the Cougars able to clear it up the middle as they come back to their direction. And a foul going to be called now on Barker. Philip Jobst, the midfielder from Germany, just couldn't quite pull the trigger on that one. Senior from Pulheim in Germany. In the meantime, a free kick here for Simonson. Free kick coming near side. Theo Towner is into the game now for Minnesota Morris. He got that touch, and now it's Altman. This being Elijah Altman for the Yellow Jackets. His brother Jordan also into the game, and now he'll come up the near side, and that one will be tackled out by Mackel. It'll be a throw here coming up. Wagner will take it. In for Benson. And now Philip Jobst. Back for Benson. Now to Elijah Altman. Edge of the Morris 18, Altman. Crossing attempt. Deflects off of a body. Now Jordan Altman. Taking it wide toward the byline. Crosses in toward the 6. And that one will be cleared away with the right foot by Jacob Lee. It'll be a throw here for the Yellow Jackets as we tick down toward the last 3 minutes, of this one. 8-1 your score. It'll be Wagner on the throw. He'll wing it into the 18 here. Cleared by the Cougars back up the middle. This is Gavin Tarbox, who came in as a substitute about 5 minutes ago. On the outside now, Figueredo. Jackets will be next in action again, as I mentioned, tomorrow, making the trip down to St. Peter, Minnesota, about 4 hours. Is the bus ride from Superior to St. Peter to take on undefeated and 6th-ranked Gustavus. They'll be back home on Wednesday to take on Northwestern. That'll be our next broadcast on Yellow Jacket TV. They'll next be on the joint broadcast between 91.3 FM, KUWS, and Yellow Jacket TV. A week from today, taking on Bethany Lutheran, which will be a big game. It always is when the Vikings and the Yellow Jackets get together. Is this ball now into the Yellow Jacket 18? Nice job by UWS as Rowan Wagner shielded that away from Jacob Lee. Now the Jackets trying to counter back to their direction. And Jordan Altman now making a quick run. Around Kate Simonson. Bubser, his ball through the middle. That gets intercepted as he came in toward the midfield stripe. Finley Purnell for the Yellow Jackets to the outside. Under 90 seconds now left. Reminder, our post-game show sponsored by Synovus Energy. We'll jump right into it once we go final here. One minute, 10 seconds as the throw on the far side, now taken by Melvin Anderson. Back up the middle. Eli Benson now on the step over to the outside.
Welcome to Superior Today. I'm your host today, Tom Hansen, Senior Lecturer here at the Communicating Arts Department at UW Superior, also the Faculty Advisor at KUWS. And today we get to learn more about the Pruitt Center, the Pruitt Center for Mindfulness and Well-Being here at the
Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium with a resounding victory here on the far side of the field. It'll be taken here by Jobst on the corner kick. Under a half minute now left in this one. Here's the corner kick, and it's headed wide now by Benson, and depending on how this goal kick goes, that might just about do it here. Yellow Jacket women getting ready to take the field here as they walk in behind the men. 10 seconds now left. Clarkson. 3 seconds now left. 2 and 1, and the horn sounds here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, and the Yellow Jackets on a historic day for UWS Athletics and the men's soccer program. They take down Minnesota Morris here. First ever game here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium, and the Yellow Jackets dominate as they win this one by the final score of 8-1. We'll jump right into our postgame show. Sponsored by Synovus Energy. Yellow Jackets scoring 3 goals in the first half, 5 in the second half. With the win, the Yellow Jackets now 9-2-2, 8-0 in the league. Well, the only downside today, the Yellow Jackets had their shutout streak in UMAC conference play come to an end on a goal by Cooper Jones off of a penalty kick. Rebound after the initial shot was saved by Yellow Jacket backup keeper Patrick Sessions, but it's a pretty small consolation or a small cloud on what is an otherwise very, very bright and sunny day otherwise from a figure dip standpoint for the Yellow Jackets as they win it. Like I said, final score here 8-1. We'll go through the numbers on this one. I think my live stats actually seized up, so maybe we won't be able to give you the final numbers on this one. I'll have a quick look here just to make sure. Yeah, I couldn't get my live stats to work, but suffice to say it was a impressive performance by the Yellow Jackets. With that, we'll just skip right to our post-game show player of the game, and I'm going to give it to Yellow Jacket senior midfielder Felipe Oliveira. He really got things started today for the Yellow Jackets. Scored the first goal of the game, then assisted Freddie Watson on his goal that made it 2-0 just about 3 minutes after Oliveira scored the first goal in the history of this brand new stadium. 2 goals also in the game for Jay Kidd. He could have been in that mix as well, but I'll give it to the senior Felipe Oliveira for the Yellow Jackets in this 8-1 win. Up next for the Yellow Jackets, as I mentioned before we got the final buzzer, UWS on the road tomorrow to take on Gustavus Adolphus. That should be a dandy down in St. Peter. That game, by the way, as I look at my notes, slated for a 1 p.m. start against the Gusties. They'll next be at home on Wednesday, October 16th versus Northwestern. 4:30 p.m. the start time there. 4:15 the pregame. That'll be a Yellow Jacket TV broadcast only. Their next radio broadcast and joint broadcast, for that matter, will come up a week from today when the Yellow Jackets take on Bethany Lutheran right here at Superior Choice Credit Union Stadium. 1 p.m. the opening kick, 12:45 the pregame. And like I said, that'll be a joint broadcast both on 91.3 FM and Yellow Jacket TV. A big thank you to my 2 producers on the Yellow Jacket TV side of things. Andrew Yingling, thank you very much, Andrew. Also a big thank you to Wyatt Tischler, who was my engineer back at 91.3 FM KUWS. Big thank you to both of you, and a big thank you to everybody who tuned in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast on this historic day, and we hope you'll join us again for more Yellow Jacket soccer as this season continues to move along. So for Andrew Yingling with Yellow Jacket TV and Wyatt Tischer, this is Matt Johnson. One more time, repeating the final score here of Game 1 of our doubleheader. Yellow Jacket men defeating Minnesota Morris. Final score Yellow Jackets 8, Cougars 1. Thanks for listening, everybody. Stick around. In about 25 minutes or so, we'll have Game 2 of our doubleheaders. The Yellow Jacket women take on Minnesota Morris. Until then, this has been Yellow Jacket Soccer on both 91.3 FM, KUWS Superior, and on Yellow Jacket TV, an affiliate of the UMAC Network.